Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Betty Boo. Hey, Blues Girl.
Hey
Hey,
everybody.
Coffee. How's everybody doing tonight? Hmm,
Thank you
Blues.
for asking. Blues Girl.
Oh, but we're gonna be talking about Harmony Montgomery tonight. Her daddy is on trial right now. We're gonna be talking about it some tonight. So we've been really deep diving into this case and trying to figure it out. So we hope y'all sit around and listen to us when we chat. I was trying to wait a few minutes to let a few people get in here. Maybe it ain't too late for Mark or somebody else to show up.
Yeah,
Where's
Mark's always late.
Mark? Mhm.
I was late for 411 trivia today. I felt bad. Got
It's
over
gonna
there
be
late. Yeah. Because he had Sunday trivia.
is
I'm
that they
rusty
have
on
a
my
good
true
time playing
crime.
that?
Yeah, we do have a good time. And
Or is that what they
I'm rusty on my true crime. I'm telling you. I'm going to have
do?
to start listening to more and catching up more on my serial killers.
Yeah. Is that the kind of questions they ask? True crime questions
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah. True crime.
I know. I don't know names that good. I'd be not good at that.
Well, he gives you multiple choice, so that helps, you
Okay.
know. And
Yeah, that
nobody wins. I mean, it's you know, nobody wins. We all just talk together and talk about it, and everybody jokes about it. They put out some of them put out answers that not even. Some of them put out Ricky Martin today on one of the questions. They just joke around.
Blues Girl said, "Who is this you're talking about?" We're gonna be talking about Harmony Montgomery. I got a short video I'll play first. I was just trying to wait a few minutes to let a few people get in here, and I'll play it first, and
And
then
you remember,
y'all know a little
and,
bit.
yeah, and in case you're talking about who we were talking about, 411 now, he does true crime. He's one of my buddies.
I could show y'all some pictures real quick. I
Yeah.
gotta share my
You got
screen
pictures?
anyway. I got a few
She was
pictures
so
on my
cute.
Facebook today.
She was really cute. She was such a cute little girl. I just don't understand. What gets me is this case has to be the worst one that I ever covered. Ever. Because her daddy did this to her, and that is just so sad.
This is a picture of her stepmom. It's on the screen, and her daddy, and then a picture of Harmony. Uh, Whenever she went missing, that's the picture they had. And then here's
She's
a
so
picture of
pretty.
her real mom, her biological mother, and Harmony here.
Oh.
And this is a picture of Adam and Harmony when she was little.
Oh, he makes me. I don't even want to look at him.
There's a picture of Harmony, and then Adam, and then her. This is her biological mother and father here, and then Harmony in the middle.
You talk about a kid that slipped through cracks.
And
CPS.
this is the monster that took his daughter's life from her at 5 years old. This is Adam Montgomery, the monster, and
Um,
this is
okay.
Kayla, the stepmother, and this is another picture of Harmony and Adam. Kayla looked they were on drugs real bad when they got busted and stuff. So that's the reason why she looks like she does now. She looks totally different now that she's on trial. You see her before picture and after. Oh Lord,
Yeah,
she's
she does.
gained some weight. A lot better.
Yeah.
This is
And
Harmony and
I don't
her
understand
daddy.
why they gave custody to him when him and his wife was strung out on drugs. I mean, I don't understand that. She's
I
another
don't
one that
either.
just fell through the cracks. Because CPS, they don't care. You know, they
Hey,
don't. They're
Rebel
not doing
Soul.
their job. I
Look how
can't see.
beautiful
I
that
can't
girl
see
is.
when I don't have my glasses.
She was blind in one eye. Did you know that? when she was born.
No.
That's the reason
No,
why
I
she had
didn't
to
know
wear
that.
glasses. She was blind in one eye when she was born. Hey, Shot a
She
Poison.
she was so cute. I swear she's so cute.
Yeah,
Well,
she's so adorable.
we'll give everybody a rundown of the case in case there's somebody in here that's lurking or anything that don't know. Kind of give a rundown since you kind of
Well,
pretty have a rundown of the case.
look at her so little there in her pink glasses. Oh, ain't she cute?
I know.
You can't see it, but she's so little here. She's got little pink glasses on. It's so cute. She was just a cutie.
I've seen her in her pink glasses. They are cute.
There she is. And her little raincoat and her rain boots. She's so adorable.
Gosh, I just
There she is.
understand how he could hate her so much. How can a father hate a baby? Their own baby. I mean, how can I hate any child, but especially your own baby, It just
Yeah.
goes all over me.
I don't understand how they could do that either.
Let's say, okay, so give a rundown of what, just kind of give everybody of the case in case they don't know what it is.
Yeah, this is a case about Harmony Montgomery. She's 5 years old, and her daddy is Adam Montgomery. She was born June the 8th, 2014, and he got custody of her whenever she was 4 years old. And he took her life December 2019. He beat her to death because she wet her pants in the back seat of the car, and she's missing. He still hasn't brought. He still hasn't shown where the body's at or anything. He's still hiding the body and stuff. So that's another thing that. Let me see. I'm gonna play a short video, and let me see if I can share this tab without it messing up. I gotta go out. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna play this short video for y'all, and y'all kind of give you an understanding about it.
Now, it's a big court case locally. Testimony starts back up in the Adam Montgomery trial. He's charged with killing his daughter, Harmony.
Do you swear that the testimony that you're going to provide this jury will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Kayla Montgomery is currently serving a 1.5-year prison sentence for perjury, lying to a grand jury about working at a donut shop on the day she said she last saw 5-year-old bathroom accidents, which started after he got custody of her in February of 2019.
The more accidents she had, the more he repetitively.
On December 7th of that year, Harmony wet herself in the car the family was living in when the couple went to a methadone clinic. Kayla says the assault became violent as they drove to her camp.
He said it really hurt. But he felt something.
They didn't realize Harmony was dead until the car broke down after they stopped.
He like folded in the double bag.
When the family moved in with Kayla's mother, they kept her body in a cooler. Then they went to a family shelter where her body was hidden in the ceiling, and finally an apartment in Manchester. Adam is accused of trying to dismember her remains, which have never been found. Kayla says she never sees her. Now the trial ended early because Kayla Montgomery complained of argued that she's lying. Kayla Montgomery is due to take the stand again on Monday. Reporting in the newsroom, Mary.
Sorry, guys.
DC 10, Boston.
Montgomery's trial when it resumes on Monday. So
Okay.
So, and their trial's going on
who?
right now.
Yeah, they're on the. I think Monday will be the fourth day. The fourth day of the trial, and he
And
hasn't
who
even showed up for court or nothing.
well, who's going to be testifying tomorrow?
The defense team is it's got Caleb on the stand tomorrow.
Okay.
His
All right.
defense.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. I want to hear that.
And
Definitely.
yeah, Kayla only got 18 months for perjury for lying about where she was working at and stuff when Harmony went missing and stuff. So all she got was 18 months. That's it. When she gets done with her 18 months, she's done. And
I'm livid on that
she,
because what if you never know?
he
Go ahead.
started beating Harmony at a very early. Whenever he first got her, the mother was supposed to go to court the same day that Adam was going to court to get custody of Harmony, and she couldn't show up because she had 2 court dates that day. She had one for Jameson, her son, and then she had one for Harmony. So she had to miss one of them. So she went to Jameson's court and she asked the lawyer if he could postpone the court that was for Adam's court for the next week or something, so she'd be able to make it to that court. And they wouldn't do it. They went on and gave Adam full custody of Harmony whenever he went to court. He only went to court to get her just to get a check. He wanted to get a check off of her. That was it. He didn't care about that girl. He just wanted a check. And he started beating on her at a very early age. Whenever he first got her, she had black eye.
And I can't believe the court didn't make him take a drug test and go through.
Yeah, they were on heroin and crack and marijuana and stuff whenever he had Harmony. I don't see why they didn't make him do a drug test either.
And she said that he fought for her for 4 years. Well, he fought for her for 4 years. I mean, oh Lord, just to kill her. I mean,
he just wanted that check. That's it. He wanted a check. He was able to get it. He was able to draw a check off her whenever he got Harmony.
oh my gosh, it just kills me. It's like if they're not even. It's like that she wasn't even alive. It's like she wasn't a person. Like she was just something there, you know. Like she didn't even matter to him at all.
Yeah, I mean, well, in the beginning, he gave Harmony a black eye. Her uncle was living there in the house. They were living in his grandmother's house at the time, and it was Harmony and the 2 boys, Declan and Shameson, and then Adam and Kayla, and then his uncle, and then I think his brother and his girlfriend was staying there too. All of them was living in the house together, and he hit Harmony in the eye and gave her a black eye, and he tried to lie and tell his uncle that Harmony had her hands over Shameson's mouth. His lips had done turned blue, but that's still. And whenever he was in the bathroom, while Harmony was watching Jameson, and that still didn't give him the right to punch her in the eye like that.
But first, didn't he say that one of the kids hit her in the eye with the lightsaber?
Yeah, he tried to say that first. He said that one of the kids hit her with the lightsaber that she got, but then he changed the story to she was suffocating Jameson.
Yeah.
And he found whenever he was in the bathroom, she had him watch the baby.
And when he come out.
Yeah, but the uncle ended up. He did turn it into DHS or whatever y'all want to call it. We call it DHS here. He turned it into the children's department. He told several people about it, and they did come out and investigate and stuff. But Adam lied to him.
Well, Kayla's the one that talked to him. Didn't he take off with Harmony so they couldn't see her bruises?
I don't know about that time, but I know he lied to him whenever they came to the house about her black eye.
Yeah. But he took off one time with her so that they didn't see the bruises. And Kayla said she lied for him. So, I mean, she lied for him. She took up for him.
Wow, that's
Doing
crazy.
it all wrong. Go ahead.
They were living in that house too. They was living in his grandmother's house, and he didn't even have 7 months without paying the rent or anything. And the laws was the one that made them move out, and then they got stuck in the car. That's how they got moved to the car, because they didn't have a place to live when they got kicked out of that his grandmother's house. Car. And then when they started living in the car, she started peeing in her pants and pooping in her pants, I guess, because there was no bathroom. Of course she's going to pee and poop in her pants if there's no bathroom. She was probably scared to death of Adam to ask him. Wouldn't you be scared to ask him to go to the bathroom too?
Right.
His charges are he's up for murder, but he's trying to plead. He pled guilty to what did I say? Hold on, let me see. I wrote it down. Oh, Adam has been charged of murder in connection with her death. He pled guilty to abuse of a corpse and falsifying evidence. That's what he pled guilty of. He's trying to blame it on Kayla, the stepmom, is what he's trying to do. His defense team is going to blame it on Kayla.
Right. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, they started living in the car when they got kicked out of that house over there.
And none of her friends or nobody turned them in because they were living in a car with 3 kids. I mean, nobody turned that in.
And every time his friends came around or something, they had a comforter in the car that he would always make her put the comforter over her, or he'd throw the comforter over her, so none of his friends or anybody could see all her bruises and black eyes every time they come around.
And that had to be quite a lot for them to do that.
Hey, Angel girl. This is Jamie May. Oh, Jamie May. Oh, okay, I got you. I didn't know who you were. Hey, Jamie May. We're talking about some true crime. No drama tonight. We're just talking about true crime. So, we're welcome for you to stay, girl.
So, but he's on trial now for the actual murder.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how they charged him and sentenced him with all those other charges, and then now they're doing the murder. That's so strange, because usually they'll have all the charges together and do one trial,
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
That's too much bullshit going on. I'll talk to you later about it. Okay, okay, it's okay, girl. Well, anyway, when they started living in the car, Harmony started peeing in her pants and stuff, and Adam kept getting mad about it. Hey, April. He kept getting mad and upset about it because of the smell of the urine and stuff, and he kept hitting Harmony in the face with his fist. And finally, they had to go to the methadone clinic one morning, and he come out to the car. That was before he ever unalived her, they was in a car accident. I didn't tell you about that. They was in a car accident with one of her friends, Tabitha Scott. And he when they had the accident, you know how the police come out there and make stuff? He covered up Harmony with the comforter, so the cops wouldn't even know that she was in the car, and so they wouldn't see her black eyes or anything. Can you believe that?
Good Lord!
He was.
And I can't believe she went around with black eyes, and
he would cover her up all the time. Where his
Oh my
friend,
God.
she stayed under that comforter all the time in the car. That Kayla said in the back seat. He would throw the blanket over her so they wouldn't be able to see her.
And
I
you
think
know, I don't know. I think the stepmom had plenty of opportunity to turn him in. Look how long he did it.
it's Broken's phone. It's making the feedback. She'll have to mute probably if I talk. Remember how
Oh,
before
okay.
last time I think you may have to mute yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, it did it. It's just,
It didn't do that on your husband's phone. It just
I
does it on.
know. Yeah. Does it on this one. Sorry, guys. I'll mute. See
Okay,
if I can get.
you can unmute whenever I get done, so you could talk. Well, anyway, does that sound better, Shot of Poison? I think it does sound better. I don't hear the static now, but she'll just have to mute when I talk. But and kids do get those from accidents. What was you talking about? Especially with older siblings and they playing and stuff. Okay. Well, anyway, when after that on December the 7th, they had to go to the methadone clinic that morning, and Adam got up and he smelled urine in the car, and he started hitting on Harmony first thing in the morning and yelling at her, screaming at her, hitting her in the car. She was crying and stuff, and then they went to the methadone clinic. Kayla had to go in first, and then he went in after Kayla did. And you would think that she would have cleaned up the mess or something so he wouldn't have threw a fit about it or something, or tried to do something while he was in the methadone clinic, or got help or called somebody, anything, if he's sitting there beating his child. And when he come out of the methadone clinic, he started beating on her again. And she said that they was going to Burger King after they left the methadone clinic. And all the way to Burger King, they had to stop at 3 red lights when they headed to Burger King. And every red light that they stopped at, he was swinging his arm back there, hitting Harmony in the face with his fist. And she said she tried to stop him one time. She put her arm up and said stop, and he gave her this evil look, and she put her arm down and didn't do nothing else. And he said, I think I heard her. I think I heard her this time. I felt something. That's what he told her. And she was back there crying. When they got to the Burger King, she was crying, and then she started moaning in the back seat. And they didn't even check on her or nothing. Kayla didn't check on her. She said she was too scared to look under the blanket at the time. It's just sad. Is Broken Justice's arm okay? I've sure been concerned about her. Yeah, Broken. She had to go back to the doctor, but they had to open it back up again. She's got an infection, don't she?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an infection. They put me on real strong antibiotics. And so it should be getting better. And I was going to be released the next day. Can y'all believe that? But it's doing good. It's okay. I still have my full range and everything. So it's getting better every day. Just got an infection. He said it happens sometimes. And he said that he caught it really early because they form pus pockets, like next to your bone. And he caught it really early. So that wasn't happening. So he caught it really early. I couldn't move my fingers or anything. And I can move my fingers and use them again. So I'm doing good.
She says she's praying for you.
Thank you. I'm sorry I can't see chat right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know how much I appreciate y'all.
Whenever, a lot of times, whenever you have to mute your thing again, real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Feedback. A lot of times when kids, if you see a kid, my son right now, we went to Sky Zone tonight, and he fell off one of the little thing that you hold a rope and it's got a ball on it, and it's like it slings them, and you can, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, he was playing on it and he fell off and hit the side of the thing, at Sky Zone, and he's got a little black eye. I think he's gonna have his whole eye's gonna be black tomorrow because he's got a little spot under his eye where it turned purple and red when it first happened. And that doesn't mean that I'm, doing child abuse. And I totally understand what you're saying, Rebel. So that doesn't mean every child that you see with a black eye is getting abused. That's not the case. But with Harmony, she had black eyes all the time, and she was even black and blue on her legs and arms and everything. He kept her covered up with a comforter in the back seat of the car the whole time. That's what Kayla said. Every time a friend would come around or they would go see their drug buddies or whatever, he would always cover her up with a blanket so they wouldn't be able to see her black eyes or anything, so they wouldn't be able to complain about it. So that's what that was. But anyway, whenever they got to Burger King, after he done beat her all the way to Burger King, she was crying and moaning. And they stopped and they got them something to eat at Burger King, and they fed the two small children. She had her little boy in the back seat that was 2.5 years old, and then the other one was 11 months old at the time. They were feeding them some breakfast at Burger King, but they didn't bother to check on Harmony or to see if she was okay or to feed her anything. They just left her laying in the seat of the car, covered up with a comforter, and didn't check on her or nothing. So when they left Burger King, they still hadn't checked on her. When they left Burger King, they went to back to the apartments where they were staying at in the car, where their drug buddies were, and they was going to meet their drug buddies to get drugs. So they went and bought some heroin and cocaine from their drug buddies, and then they still didn't check on Harmony whenever they was at the drug buddy's house or anything. Still didn't check on her. And then when they left there, they had an accident. The car stopped and wouldn't crank. They couldn't get the car to crank, so they had to call somebody to come and help them or something. So when somebody came and picked them up, that's whenever they was getting out, getting the kids ready to get out of the car, and Harmony wouldn't wake up. And he was trying to say, "Hey, baby girl, wake up, baby girl." He was trying to be nice to her then and trying to wake her up, and she was already passed away. So what he did was empty the duffel bag that they had their clothes in, that they kept their clothes in, emptied that duffel bag and folded her body up and put her in that duffel bag. And he carried the duffel bag back to the motel that the drug buddies were at. And that's whenever a friend of him, one of their friends, drug buddy friends, let them loan the car to them so they could sleep in his car for a couple of nights till they found somewhere else to go. So he put Harmony's body in the snowbank beside the garbage can at the motel room so his friend wouldn't, notice the duffel bag or anything while they slept in the car for a couple of nights. Broken, you got any questions you want to? I'll stop and see if you got any questions.
Gosh, I'm just disgusted by it. I listen to that, and I just can't believe that a daddy would do that.
I know.
No.
What is wrong with people?
I know, that's what I ask Liz girl all the time. What in God's name is wrong with these people? What made him do that? What made him hate her so much? Why didn't he try? I mean, I understand that check thing, but how could he hate her so much? He was still getting a check on her, wasn't he? I mean,
yep. And the whole time, whenever she was unalive, they still drawed food stamps off of her, and they received the check off her, and they even went and filed their taxes and put her on the taxes to let people think that she was still living with them. Nobody asked about her, Blues Girl. They told anybody that asked that she went back to her mama's house to live with her mother. So that's how they got away. He told them that she went back to her mother's house.
that is just horrible. She's just another child that slipped through the cracks of these CPS workers. That I hope that the ones that are on their case that covered her case, I hope they don't sleep at night, and I hope they do their job better because of it too.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's terrible. I
Yeah.
can't wrap my head around it either. With how a daddy, the little girl's supposed to look up to her daddy, and He's
Right.
supposed to protect his daughter, and he's the monster that's, doing the whole thing.
Right.
Molly said, I think the bio mom could maybe sue CPS, went to the house and there was no electricity. His own family was calling like, I don't know, but money won't bring her back. Now,
Right.
yeah, they didn't have no electricity when the
Right.
DHS went there one time, but they had a damn what do you call them things that you generator? They was using a generator, and I guess DHS thought it was okay as long as they had that generator going. They didn't do nothing about it.
Oh, and they could have got They could have got help getting their electric turned. Kept it from being turned off. They could have.
They didn't. They had to move out of the house right after that because they wasn't paying no bills there. They was using all their money for drugs.
Well, it doesn't even look like he worked. Did he?
No,
I don't think he worked.
She was working at Dunkin' Donuts, I think, at the time, but her check was little, and she didn't. She got fired for stealing money from Dunkin' Donuts.
But tomorrow it resumes with her testifying, so I can't wait for that. So that's where we're at. Is the trial goes on tomorrow, right?
Yep, the trial starts tomorrow, and the defense team is going to be questioning her tomorrow. So they going
that's what I can't wait to listen to that.
It's going to be good tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
And y'all believe after he found out that her body was, after he unalived her, put her in that duffel bag, he toted her around for over 3 months, and after they got out of the car, they went to this fit shelter home and stayed there. They let them live there, and he kept her up in the ceiling in that duffel bag. He had to move the bunk beds in that fit shelter home that they were staying at and climb up in the or put the bag up in the ceiling to hide it from and then it started smelling real bad, and everybody could smell it in the apartment complex, and they called exterminator thinking something was bad. And hold on, you can mute Broken if you want to. And they started calling the exterminator out, and so he took the body down from the ceiling, and he took it in the bathroom and squeezed the fluids out of her body. That's how sick he was. He squeezed the fluids out of her body and put her in a plastic garbage bags, like trigger warning, y'all, trigger warning. He got like 3 garbage bags and put her body in the garbage bag and stuffed it in this little small duffel bag. It's not, well, it was like a little carrying bag. It's not a duffel bag, but like a little tote. It was a carrying tote. They showed pictures of it at the court, but he stuck her body in one of these little totes and carried her and put her back in the ceiling. And then he got a job at the pie factory. It was some kind of pie bakery or something, and they had a freezer at there. And he got Kayla to bring her body from the ceiling one day and bring it to his job site. And he put Harmony in the freezer, and she carried that baby up there in the stroller with her 2 other babies in the stroller, and Harmony's little body in the stroller, and carried it up to his work. He worked about 10-15 minutes away from their house. Well, it took her about 10 or 15 minutes to walk from their house to his job. And she took it up there, and they kept it in the freezer at his work. Can you believe that? It's so disgusting. And I
can't believe everything they went through to carry this. I mean, to carry her around with them. I can't believe everything they. Can you imagine? I mean, I just can't even imagine the smell that followed them everywhere. I mean,
she started smelling, and that's the reason why he squeezed the fluids out of her body and put her in the garbage bags and try to. You could hear her body. He was in there trying to squeeze her body into that bag, and in the apartment they were staying at.
And okay, and she didn't during the trial. I didn't hear her once say that he come out of there throwing up. He got he was
Nope.
gagging, that
Never.
that it made him sick of or anything. It seems like that he was such a cold man, just horrible. How can you? It just don't seem like he had any emotion about doing what he did to her or anything. Because what he did to her, um, how the disrespect and the disregard for her as a human after she passed is so disgusting that he should never come see the light of day. I mean,
Hey Molly, he did. She did say. They talked. He talked about dismembering Harmony's body, and he was going to use a saw, and he wanted to use a neutral bullet blender. You're right. He wanted to use a neutral bullet blender, the blender to make shakes and stuff with, something you'd make shakes and stuff with. He was going to use to blend up his daughter's body. Can you believe that? It's so disgusting. Um, she did say that on the trial the Friday whenever they had trial that he was going to use a neutral bullet, and but after that, after they left the fit shelter, they stayed there for a little bit, and they finally got them apartments, and they moved to and then he kept Harmony in the freezer or the refrigerator of their apartment they got. I can't remember if they said freezer or refrigerator, but he kept her in one of them. I'm assuming the freezer because they decided to take her body out of the bag again. He was trying to get rid of it. He was gonna take the body in the bathroom and dismember her body. Kayla even went in there. He called Kayla in there while he had Harmony in the shower, in the bathtub, with the shower running, hot water running, trying to thaw out her body. And he had to take and cut her clothes off. She had a little hoodie on and some little leggings on. And Kayla helped cut off the clothes off that baby's body. And the girl's only getting 18 months. That's all she's serving. She helped cut off them clothes of Harmony's body. And then she walked out of the bathroom and said she couldn't do nothing else. That was all she could do. And then she said that she just shut the door and didn't hear nothing else. But he stayed in there for several hours, cutting up Harmony's body and putting it in another bag. And he had went to Home Depot. Let me see when it was. Yeah, Adam went to Home Depot on February the 26th. He bought a saw, a backup saw blade, a backup battery, and a bag of lime. He was going to use lime to put over her body to help decompose her body or something, I guess. I have no clue, nothing about lime. I don't know. Broken, I don't think really knew much about lime either. We talked about it.
lime is a preservative. It's going to preserve the body, not decompose it. And everybody, they think that lime decomposes it, but it really like mummifies it.
But I guess
several cases that we've covered, they found the bodies, and that was something that went in the favor of the prosecutor because they used lime, and it preserved the body. That was a plus. So, yeah, they should have done the research first.
Yeah, I know. I guess she got real. Wait, I guess she got a real to find up, but she knew messed up.
I just think that she should have got one time.
Where she was at. Yeah, he won't tell nobody where the body's at. He won't tell anybody.
Because if that was taking place in my bathtub, I'd be with my two kids screaming and kicking all the way down the street. Screaming it.
She had time to walk out of that house then whenever he was in there dismembering.
Right, and he could not have cleaned up in time for, she could have called the police secretly and had them police come in on him.
No, she got pregnant and had another baby. They had a daughter after they took Harmony's life. They went and had another baby the whole time. She wasn't that scared. She wouldn't have got pregnant and carried another child for him.
How could you let a man touch you she knew that he did it firsthand, she saw it. How could you let a man touch you like that and get you pregnant again? That is just beyond me. She needs, I don't know. She got a free pass, I tell you. That girl got a free pass. With everything she witnessed, everything she saw, she had plenty of time to do something. She could have even prevented her death and didn't. So I have no sympathy for this girl. None. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
You
just
have anything else on it?
well, after he was dismembering her body, um, they had to put a work order in 6 days later because he clogged up the
Oh,
bathtub
darn.
they were staying in. They had to put in a work order to clean to unclog the shower. He sat there and left the hot water running on her body to thaw out her body in the shower while he dismembered her body with the saw. And Kayla sat there in that apartment the whole time while he was in that bathroom dismembering her body. And he put it in the bag of lime, put it back in the bag with lime in the garbage bags and stuff, and put it back in the bag and put it in the freezer. And he ended up renting a U-Haul. Let me see when. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Finally, in the early morning hours of March 2020, authorities said he carted her away in a U-Haul to dump her remains at an undisclosed location. So he wanted to take her off so Kayla wouldn't know where she was going either. Nobody would know where he took Harmony except for himself. He didn't want nobody else to know where he dumped Harmony's body. So they ended up renting a U-Haul van in one of his friends' names. And he took that van and took Harmony's body off and disposed of her body somewhere. They don't know where it's at. They saw him crossing a toll bridge or something, where they took pictures of his van going across or something. So they try to find about a location around about where she was at, but they still ain't never found her body. It's still missing.
I sure hope they find her because, you know, at the end of the day, this baby deserved a better life than that. She deserved better than that. She was smart. She started everything early. You know, she would have given us, she would have probably given the world so much more than what those two animals are giving the world. You know, she deserved to be here.
Yeah, that's what Molly. That's right. She said right. That's why I said it was like she figured. Well, he's beating up on Harmony better her than my kids. Yeah, would she stand there and stand up for her kids if he was beating on her kids? Would she stand up and do something then? I'm wondering if she would do anything then, because she didn't. She didn't stop him or try to stop him from beating on Harmony the whole time that Harmony lived with them. And she lied. She lied to everybody for a long time. She kept the story that Adam told. She kept to the story that Adam told her to tell for a long time. And she only got 18 months. Y'all, 18 months. Hey, AJ Space. Hi, Broken MKB, listening as I fell asleep. Hope you had a good birthday, Cheryl. She says she hopes you had a good birthday.
Thank you. I did. I had a really good birthday. Thank you. It was fun. I had all y'all here. Go ahead, MKB. Sorry.
I was just saying if she thinks it was yeah, that's what Molly was saying, right? You think if it was hers, she would just stood by and watch. She wouldn't stood by and watch. She'd probably be fighting him tooth and nail if he'd been putting his hands on one of her kids.
And just thinks he did that in between her two kids because her two kids was on each side of her. And he did it right in between her two kids. They watched every bit of it. You know?
That baby, the oldest one was 2.5 years old when Harmony died, and then the other one was 11 months old. I don't know if either the 2.5-year-old would remember. Well, he might remember.
He won't remember. It's not that. It's just that, just her kids are. I mean, that he did that right in front of her kids, and she allowed that.
Yeah.
You know, and they were right there, back there, and they You know, she could turn her head, but those little kids, I bet they didn't get to turn their head. I mean, I
Right.
know they won't remember, but still, it's just the point of it. I mean, I'm surprised that nobody heard her cry out uh, in the car, that nobody heard her screaming.
I
You
know.
know, I think there was people that did. I think they turned their heads the other way. I think that just like they weren't aggressive enough, her friends, his friends, people that, you know, the grandma, the people that were around, I think they turned the other way. They had to. For her
Hey,
beatings to be
Kelly.
so severe, and for her to have those marks on her legs and arms and face, they had to have known. Can't tell me. I mean, there's
Yeah, they
excuses, but then there's too many bruises that you don't have excuses for.
just like she said, her friend Tabitha Scott was with them. She was the one they was
Right,
riding with and had that accident with. And she didn't look at Harmony. She said that she knew
right,
Harmony was in the car, but they kept a blanket over her the whole. You can't tell me the whole time she was in that car with
yeah.
them. They kept a blanket over her the whole time. You
Everybody's
think
just oblivious.
saw, saw her?
But it seems to me like they was all focused on drugs and didn't care about what was going on around them. Seems like they were just in
That's what it
another
was.
zone.
Yeah, they was
I
more
tell
focused
you,
on the drugs and worrying about a baby.
yeah, worrying about a roof over their head or food in their stomachs or anything. What I see, because
I don't.
boy, they become homeless real fast, didn't they?
Yeah,
Even getting those checks
and
and food stamps and everything.
they even went to stay with her mama after he killed Harmony. They went and stayed with
Yep.
her mama, and he kept her in a red cooler that's sitting out in the little hallway, like at her
Mm.
mama's apartment complex. The thing anybody could have opened up that cooler and looked in it. That's what they kept
Oh,
her
I
in, a cooler
know.
for a while, staying at her mama's house. And you
So
think
I mean,
her mom, somebody would have asked where poor Harmony was or anything, and they would have had more questions about the baby.
right, but they didn't, and they knew he was abusing her. I mean, and they had to have seen something. They had to seen their demeanor, but with Harmony in the house, they had to see their demeanor about the way they acted around her and stuff. They had to have known something was not right, because that baby would not be happy jumping up and down playing. There's just no way.
Yeah, I
She
know.
would show the signs of abuse emotionally and physically. She would. But okay, you have anything else on this? I'm gonna have to wrap it up. I've got to take
Okay.
my medicine, and oh, I got to do my arm again before my husband knocks out.
Yeah, before he goes to
Oh my gosh, he'd go to bed at 7 o'clock. I swear. If I
sleep.
blame he would. My husband, he would. He'd go to sleep at 7 o'clock. He didn't have to work
Y'all got
today. Can you believe? He had a day off finally. It has to be
y-
month to month.
y'all got any questions about the case? Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask about the case? I don't know if the stepmom come to get them. You think get mom would been like thought you had 3 kids, you're missing one. Yeah, I know. You think that they would have been asking, but I guess they told the story that she went back to her mama's house to live. That's what they told everybody. She was living with her mama,
Yeah.
and then the mom, real mom, on the other hand, was looking for her and didn't know where she was at, and they were saying that she was with her.
She was desperately looking for her. She was, you know, she got herself cleaned up because of Harmony, you know, and it's a shame. It's a shame that they weren't reunited. It really was.
Hmm
Because she
he
did
should have
work
let her go
hard.
back to her mama's instead of doing what he did.
Yep, yep.
It's sad.
But her mom got clean and she did it for Harmony, you know? She did it for Harmony.
Yeah,
And,
now she can't even get her baby back
right,
after she had her clean and stuff. I wish
right,
she would have got clean before Harmony got with her
right.
dad.
I know. But I mean, in the fact that, and one thing, she has stayed clean to fight for justice for Harmony, and I'm sure that's been her focus. Instead of, going back, because you know some parents, if they just got clean recently, something tragically happens like this, they would go back to the drug. But she stayed clean for justice for Harmony, so I hope that I hope that God blesses her, and I hope that He eases
I
her
hope he
pain.
ends up telling where he put her at, so they can at least get the
Right,
remains of her body to have a
a
burial.
decent burial. Yeah, she deserves a nice burial. She does. Poor little baby. I just feel so bad. It's hard.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah, and he's got. I can't hardly stand. I've got a knot in my throat. Y'all wondering because I can't hardly keep from crying. I'm telling y'all, this is a hard case.
It's gonna be really good Monday in the morning, y'all. Y'all better be
Yeah.
up ready in the morning to watch it because it's gonna be good. I
I
know
know I
I'm
am
gonna be up.
produced on lose sleep. Watch.
I am. I'm usually sleeping after I drop Lennon off for school. I go back to sleep for a little while. I ain't gonna be able to go back to sleep. I'm gonna be watching that damn case.
Yep, I am too. Yep, I'm gonna be focused on it. Because
Hmm.
I watched the rest of the trial. Is interesting. Her testimony is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Because I think that she's just not telling her part. She's telling the truth, but I don't think she's telling her all of her part.
Yeah.
I just don't think she is. Nobody, she's not going to.
But they probably wouldn't do nothing to her anyway. And she done said that she cut the
Right,
clothes off of Harmony's body,
right,
and she even took Harmony to his work, carried her body to his work so he could put her in the freezer.
right.
You think you're
But,
tampering with the body, they would
well,
have gave her more time.
but they still can charge her with murder if they come up with some new evidence. So she has to tread lightly on what she said. Her part was. She has to watch what she's saying because they can still charge her for murder. They sure can. So she has to watch what she's doing. That's not murder. Is not in that plea agreement.
Yeah, she
I don't
got the
think.
deal to tell what she knew. I thought, yeah, that was the deal. She had to tell the truth, what she knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the deal they gave her. But I
Right,
don't
but it
think they
don't have
should
nothing
give
to do
her
with
a death
murder.
row like that.
If there's new evidence that comes up and proves that she took part in the murder, they can get her for murder now. They still can. Sure can.
But I don't
I'm
know
gonna
how
read
they're
her
gonna
plea. I'm
prove
gonna read the
as
plea. I gotta go in and read the plea to make sure. But yeah, I just
I
don't
don't know
think
how
she's
they're
ever
gonna
gonna tell.
prove either one of them did it without the
Right.
body, without evidence of the body and stuff like that. That'd be hard to
I
prove.
think they should have got. I think they should have just took both of them down. But they would see. They wanted her to tell the story of what took place, how it happened, and
Yeah.
how Harmony died. They wanted to know how she died, and they wanted her to tell the story. And the only way to get her to tell the story is give her a plea deal. They need to get the pieces together to go after him because they don't have a body.
We got like 6 minutes and we'll be on here an hour and then we can cut it off, okay?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we can have an hour on this stream.
Yeah. That's cool.
Thank you, Rebel So. I appreciate it. I was really invested in this live. I wanted to go live about it because I've been watching every bit of it and I've been watching all of it and I've been talking about it and that's all I've been thinking about is this trial.
She's doing really good on true crime, huh, guys? I'm proud of her. I am thrilled pink. Y'all know that because she dove down the rabbit hole in several cases. It's so funny. I love it. I'm so glad.
She done got me sunk into true crime now and nobody
I
wants
know
to
she's
come
gonna
watch
be a
true crime.
regular sleuth. She'll
Y'all
be. Go ahead.
see how many people we have in here tonight just because we're talking about true crime. If we was
How many?
talking about drama, we would have had triple the amount of people we have in here
I don't even
tonight.
know how many we have. How many we have?
We have 20 people in here tonight.
I don't
We
even
was
look at
talking
the
about
numbers.
crime. They don't want to listen to true crime. They want
They
drama.
don't. They do,
But this
but
is
we
real,
will. I
true
mean,
life
eventually we'll
story.
build it up. I mean, um, us talking about true crime has gotten me 40 more subscribers, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, our channel is growing. Anyway, I mean, they're watching replays, so we're doing okay. I'm not worried about it. The drama is just, I don't know, crazy crap. And I feel less stressed, doing true crime. And I'm just thrilled that MKB is loving it.
Uh, Rebel Soul says better than the drama shit. Thank you, Rebel Soul. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
And he
We
said they
appreciate
had to
it.
watch party
She's
of
really
retros.
jumping down these rabbit holes. And we're going to do panels with people, and we're going to be on Alex Erickson's panel. She asked us if we wanted to do that with her about the stalk case, to give our opinion. So we're going to do panels with people, and we're going to start intermingling with different people. And we're going to get this community boosted up again. Because we got to know our people in here, and all of our people have been so trustworthy and so good to us. The people are in here every night when we go, no matter what we talk about, they're here with us, And we love them, and we think that they care about us, or they wouldn't be here every night. So, and we're the real deal. We're not going to give you any crap. You hear our families in the background, and you know what we're going through when we're going through it. We just don't hide anything. We don't have nothing to hide. And we're getting to know our people, on a different level than just this drama stuff.
And this used to be nothing but true crime over here at one time.
I know.
Everybody turned straight to drama. It turned into a drama
Yeah,
community instead of true crime community.
yeah. They started, talking about the way that people were covering their cases, and then it just started stemming off and just getting so bad. And finally, it was, they started calling it the trauma. It's
Drama
crazy.
community.
hmm And I got caught up in it too.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm going back. I'm going back to my people, and they're coming back to me. So, and they're willing to help us any way they can. The True Crime people I was involved with before, um, they're really good people, and they're willing to help us. So
The Rebel Snow with Lufa and Scotty shit still going on. I figured they would have done squash that and stopped talking about it, but now
it hadn't been a year. Are you
they haven't.
kidding?
Well, you think one of them would stop talking about it? They'd shut up about it and eventually go away, but no, they keep both going at each other or going on
It
panels
just
at each
kills
other.
me. And they'll both say, "Well, just stop talking about me. Just stop talking about me." And it's just crazy. They know neither one of them's gonna stop, so why even bring it up?
Yeah,
So I just,
but I don't know on that part.
yeah.
Um,
And we're gonna
I
do a
know.
case with Lisa Beaver. We're gonna find a case to do with her, and she'll be on our panel. Y'all are gonna love her. She's something else. She's really sweet. She's good people. But
Have you talked to her lately?
no, I sent her a message yesterday.
No.
I finally got my Facebook up because
Y'all
me
talk
and
by
her
phone or
messaged.
just talk on here or email?
No, well, we
Oh,
can
y'all
talk on
message on
phone.
Facebook?
Yeah, on Messenger. Yeah, we message each other on
Oh, okay.
Messenger. Yeah, we can talk to each other on phone, that way, and message each other. But we try to kind of update each other about what's going on. When I got real sick and stuff like that, we keep each other updated through Messenger. But when I got so sick and I changed phones so much, I didn't have Messenger on my phone, so I didn't message her and tell her how bad it was. But
Hi, Wally.
then something happened in her life. I guess she's gonna make a live about that
Yeah.
and let everybody know. Yeah, she said
Yeah,
she
I remember
would.
her.
So,
Yeah, I remember her saying
yeah,
that. She did that.
yeah.
Well,
But
uh,
but they're
Wyoming.
real fun to do cases with. I mean, they are. I mean, they're goofy. Um, because they cover cases, but they do lighthearted stuff too. Um, they know how to cover cases. And to find it, and they're really interesting. They get you caught up, and you can be there 2.5 hours. Sometimes we get caught up, and we'd be there for a long time. But Leave It to Beaver used to go in the afternoons, early afternoons,
Mhm.
and then Alex, she'd go early evening. So, but nobody really goes early in the mornings. Except I
Wyoming.
guess they kind of preserve that for the trials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
So,
Chiefs won. They said Wyoming said the Chiefs won.
oh, they did.
Yeah.
I was wondering who was going to win. They had it on 4-1 now, but
Sorry,
it wasn't over yet.
Wyoming, about your debit card, girl.
What?
She said her debit card was, what she say? Something about her debit card. Dang, what did I just see? I know I just seen it. Something about her debit card. Oh, my debit card got hacked yesterday. That's what she was saying.
Oh
I told her sorry
God,
about that.
that's
I
awful.
know I had to turn around and change everything. It's a mess. I remember when I
Okay,
changed
what
my
time is it?
checking accounts. I had to change all that mess over. It's a dang mess.
We know we had direct deposit. Remember when that ours froze up and
Yeah.
they said they were having technical difficulties and we didn't hear nothing for like 2 weeks? Gosh, that was awful. We finally got our money though. Finally, they was just sitting there.
Thank you, Blues Girl, for coming over
Yes, thank you
tonight
for
and
being here.
supporting
We
us
sure
on
do
this true
appreciate
crime.
you.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get off here because Broken's not feeling good and she's feeling sick. So we're gonna get off here. But we just wanted to bring y'all some true crime tonight, something different.
Yes, we did.
So
We said we was gonna come
we'll
on and
all
do stuff.
talk to y'all
All right. Y'all have a
later.
good
Yeah, and I don't
night.
see
Thank
nothing
y'all
wrong
for
with us doing
coming.
true crime. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a
Good
blessed
night.
night.